Miranda from My Scrappy Life. Welcome back to my channel. I have been tagged from the Christy's Beautiful Life Scrappy tag where we are answering some questions, and it's pretty much to get to know us a little bit more. Now, I've been in this YouTube industry for at least filming for a year now, so I'm not quite as new, but I am new to like doing scrappy tags or tags in general. So with that being said, I got tagged by one mommy scrapping from Scrapping Amy. She tagged 3 of us and I was one of them. And so there are 10 questions and I'm going to answer them. I'm going to read them off and answer them. And then at the end, I will tag 3 people to do this. So the first question is, what brought you to scrapbooking? So I have been scrapbooking for a long time now. So I was born in the 80s, and I would say probably in the 90s, around probably 94, 95, I started doing the typical 8.5 by 11 paper where you would get copy and paper, do a little bit of things on there, flip through them with like the protective sheets, and then put them in a 3-ring binder, like the typical folder style binder, not the albums that we have now. And I've done that for a good amount of years. I would go into Walmart and shop the teacher section. I would ask mom and dad to take me to like the office supply place and get stuff that they have to be able to put on there. Now, I kind of took a break when I went to college, and then what really got me into scrapbooking and preserving my memories outside of just putting them in a typical album, that what my parents did growing up, I started in 03. So my son was born in November of 03, and his baby shower, or my baby shower, was done in August of 03. And that's the first set of pictures I have done. So really that's what I have started, and that's what got me to go where it is now. I stretched from the typical, both pages had to be the same, papers, everything, all the way up to what I do now on my channel. Number 2, besides your immediate family, what do you like to scrap about the most? Examples could be vacation, nature, your obsession with coffee. So I guess what I scrap outside of my daughter and my family is probably, I would have to say, my fitness, the love of books, and the cups I get for coffee or tea or whatever. I have separate traveler's notebooks for all of them. I do 12 by 12s. I do the TNs, and then I haven't done any 8.5 by 11s. I don't see myself ever doing 8.5 by 11s, but that's kind of what I scrapbook about the most. I do a lot of my selfies, but most of the time my love for those 3 is what I scrapbook as well. And then I do some self-devotion, if you want to call it, or I don't want to say self-help, but I'll do like devotions and that kind of stuff, and kind of dig deep into my soul when I do my selfies. So I do a lot of soul searching, and that's kind of another thing that I do a lot of. Number 3, are you a buy it all or use your stash type scrapbooker? So this particular one, this question is about 50-50. What I do is that I buy my major collections. So I'm absolutely obsessed with 3 major producers, I guess, of product. And that is Chamel, Dear Lizzie, and Paige Evans. And those 3, I will buy almost all of their collections, and I'll buy it all. But the thing is that it doesn't sit in my stash very long. My stash is only about 2000, I would say probably 2015. So my stash is only about 3 years old. because I'll buy those collections and then I'll use it and then I'll buy more. But those three companies are the three, you know, designers are the three major ones that I will buy their collections every year. And every year. Because I have yet to find a collection, minus a couple. And I know that these ladies are watching. They know exactly which ones I'm talking about that I haven't gotten. But that doesn't mean I won't get the next one. So I'm kind of a little bit of a both. I'm in the middle. But I don't buy, like, it took me forever, like the Stampin' platform that everybody was raving about like months and months ago. It took me to get the Tim Holtz one when I found out that he was not going to be making their platform anymore. I bought it on sale. So I don't go and buy everything all at once all the time. Like, I don't. I really have to like the collection or the product, or I have to see quite a bit of whatever you want to call it to be able to purchase it. So I'm about in the middle, okay? Number 4, what do you need to be in your perfect, scrappy mood? Is that like wine, your favorite binge-worthy shows? Is it silent? I can't have silence. I will tell you that there are 3 major things that are on in my room. It's either YouTube videos, and that is music and or catching up on Scrappy type stuff. I will have my TV shows running and I'll binge watch my TV shows, or I will have a book read. Or I'll have a book going and that's what I'm listening to. Those 3 are like my major go-tos. You will not find one or none of them on. One of those 3 will be on. Now, as for like drinking wise or a choice, I drink a lot of La Cruz, so it's like sparkling waters. If it's later at night, like probably like tonight, if it was like a Saturday night, you'd probably see me with a glass of wine. But mainly water. I don't really need something to drink, but I am a salty type person when I scrapbook. So salty and like chocolate. So you may see one of those, but for the most part, I just need my 3. It's either YouTube, TV shows, or a book. Plain. Like, I can't read and scrap, obviously. It's got to be like an Audible or whatever. But those are my 3 go-tos. It cannot be in complete silence. It doesn't work for me. Are you more a literal scrapper or a random embellishment that can be on your page just because it's cute? If you guys don't know this by now, I'm going to tell you, I am a random chick. Excuse me. If the color matches, I don't care what the shape is. It can be a giraffe on a school layout. It can be a giraffe on my fitness layout. I don't care. The colors match, it's going on there. And I've been like saying this over and over again because there should be absolutely no reason why that giraffe or that llama or whatever the case may be, that strawberry, whatever is in that collection needs to stay in your stash forever and ever, because you're never going to find the exact photo for those exact items. So I've been trying to tell everybody that come to me, why do you put this on there? Why do you do that? Why do you want to hoard it? Why do you want to put it in your stash? What's the point of it? You bought the collection to use it, so use it. It matches. Who cares what the shape is? Why does it have to have a coffee cup, like you're doing a photo for a coffee cup and you can't put a strawberry on there? It could have been chocolate strawberry flavored coffee you were drinking, or whatever the case may be. So for me, as long as the color matches, I'm good to go. It can be random. How many pages do you try to scrap at a certain amount of time? Like, for example, in a month, do you try to, scrapbook 10 or whatever? Well, I always make sure, all my design team commitments are done, for sure. And then after that, if I can do at least 20 pages a month, I am good. Because really what I do is that I make a folder on my Facebook page, and I dump them all in there, and every year I look back. So in the month, or like in 2018, I did almost 180 layouts, so I'm trying like 200. I don't think it'll get there, but essentially that's what it is. I have a lot of extra stuff that I do on my layouts that I can't just produce 20 in a day, or some of these people will do like 60 in a weekend or whatever. It's not me. And second of all, there ain't no way if I would do 60 every month, I wouldn't have enough photos left over to scrapbook to have a YouTube channel. Because I'm pretty well, I try to stay caught up as much as I possibly can. And when I start a project, which it could be, whatever the case may be, it could be a traveler, like I went somewhere, like my pictures for Greece, when I start those, that's all you're going to see on my channel, because I'm going to finish those layups up. Like I try to make sure that I get those done so that they're not sitting in my stash anymore. So I'm not a, let's have all these pictures and then scrap one photo here and one photo there and then stash all my layouts somewhere and then try to remember which one that went with and what it was for and this, that, and the other. I put everything away. It all goes into albums. I make sure that when I do things, they get done all in one set. So I don't have a particular amount each month, but I do try to up my ante every year on what I will get done. And that includes everything. That includes my traveler's notebooks. That includes my 8.5 by 11s. That includes any mini projects that I may do. And of course my 12 by 12s. My favorite collection from 2018, y'all know it's Paige Evans. I have yet to find one that I have not liked of hers. So I'm going with that collection. I have yet to, hers has always been my best ones. I've yet to find one that I don't like. What is one scrappy technique that you have never or rarely tried that you wish you were good at? Being simple. I have a very, very hard time, and it is very, very hard to find layouts that are simple for me. And I'm talking simple as a lot of white space. There's not embellishments. I don't do that much layering. It is not something that I'm not good at. It's the fact that I cannot be that simple. I can't just, as for example, like Nicole Jones or some of that style of techniques where they keep them simple. They may have like 3 clusters and that's it. Like I need to pile on layers in that. So I can't do simplicity. It's not that I can't. It's the fact that I want to go that much further. If I can add something, I'm going to add it. So on my channel, when I struggle, it's because I may be scrap lifting somebody or doing a challenge that I'm just like, you want me to be this simple? And I'm struggling. That's where when you hear me say in my videos, I am struggling, it is because the layout that I'm trying to succeed for or to emulate is a simple technique, and it's hard for me to do because I want to add more to it. What color combo do you think we should see more of? Purples could be a nice combo that I could see more of. Blues, I would love to see blues. Honestly, I would love more boyish tones, especially even for my daughter. And the reason why I say that is it is very hard sometimes. My daughter, like fishing. Yes. Can I put a bunch of pink on there? Yep. And I'd make it work? Yep. Could I put a bunch of flowers on fishing layouts? Yep. Make it work? Yep. But I would love to be able to have boyish tones for things like that that is more boyish. Like even though that my daughter is a girl, it would be nice. So those boyish tones. And I'd love to see more purple because I do wear a lot of purple. Not that I match my colors with my photo because I'll just turn it black and white and put whatever on there. It's the fact that I want those colors and you don't see them. The last question. Are you worried at all about our hobby fading out. Any ideas to help keep it from being so? I was talking to Scrappy and Amy about this, and I was telling her, I said, this is a hobby that will do this. It's up and down. Are we going a lot of online based? Yes. Do I have a lot of brick and mortar companies around me that I could just walk into the store and get Paige Evans or Chamel? No. All I get is Joann's, Michael's, and Hobby Lobby. I don't have just, you know, my scrapping store that's just strictly scrapbooking like it was back in the early 2000s when I found a scrapbooking store in my area. You don't have those anymore. They've all gone to online. Do we have online kits? Yes. That's the reason. They are going more digital. And that's the way of our society is going. We're going more digital. We're doing more online crops. Is this area dying? No. Is it changing? Yes. Do we have some people that are wanting to get back to the way they used to scrap versus what they are now? Yes. But they're not going to die off. Do we see in this industry as of YouTubers where a bunch of us new ones are coming up the ranks, where a lot of the big namers are dropping off? Yes. But that's what we're here for. We're here to do this for you. We do this for us and for you to be able to get inspired. I don't feel that the industry is dying off. I just feel that it is changing. And you can either go with the change or you don't have to go with the change. It's all on you and your personality and your style of scrapbooking. Do I see a lot of old trends coming back? Yes. But that happens with any type of industry. We see fads that are coming back from the 80s and 90s are coming back in now. Are we seeing the vintage stuff that was no longer 50s and 60s into our scrapbooking, but now we're seeing the 80s and 90s? Yes. Those are the ideas that I'm saying, that our industry is not dying. It's just evolving and changing. Is a lot more people not liking digital? Yeah. Or are they going to digital? Maybe. Is a lot of stuff being bought online? Yes, because that's how our industry is nowadays. A lot of times you can't go into a brick and mortar store to find everything that you want. Let's face it, Hobby Lobby does not carry all of Chamel. Michael's does not carry all of Paige Evans. Do we have tools and stuff that are in there? Yes, but we don't have everything else. So I guess now, outside of my 2 cents of all these questions, the 3 people that I would like to tag would be Heather from Heather's CraftyLife. Trying to see who else hasn't done this. Becky from A Creative Life. And Virginia from, Virginia Walker. So those 3 are the ones that I'm tagging. And obviously anybody and everybody that watches this that does do a YouTube channel, use that. There's a hashtag that you can play along with, which is called hashtag CBL Crafty Tag. I will link everything down below, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!